Contestants, this is the start of the story. Roy was in his room. It was 11:36 in the evening by his watch, the one given to him by his father who works in Dubai, when he graduated salutatorian at Mindanao Science High School. He looked at the wall to see a framed photo. It was the photo of him with his mother, whom he dined with earlier this evening and was complaining about his sister's pregnancy. Just below the framed photo was the cord of his ID hanging from the left pocket of his pants. The cord was labeled Mindanao Science University, the number 3 university in the Philippines according to his professors. Seeing the cord reminded him of the rope he had been holding for the last 3 hours. And then,
earlier that day, Roy went downstairs and changed his clothes, and he prepared his things and went to the school. But then, after that, even though with all his achievements in life, he was still in high school, Roy felt sad. Is it because everybody knows that Roy was an achiever in the school? But then, Roy has a big and deepest secret. He was a woman trapped in a man's body. Then he went to the school, changed his clothes, and then after that he went to the PE class. And then after all, with his gay friends, they chit-chat along the corridors. Oh my God, there's an open skateboard there, just 1 kilometer away from the school. Oh my God, sister, let's go there and let's have some party. Because today is Friday and tomorrow is Saturday and the next tomorrow is Sunday. So we're going to have at least a lot of vacation. And then after that, all of your friends went to the school. They wait for the time for the school to be ended. Then after that, they travel using a tricycle. And then
they went inside the bar. The bar was very colorful. Lights here, lights there, the smell of gayness and happiness. And then they were in time for the main event of the night. The announcer then said, Welcome everybody, and welcome to the main event. Let's all welcome Manny La Bamba Caramba. And then smoke was out and a very macho man went out with tight briefs, only with Spider-Man. And then he danced, and then he went to the group of Ron, and then with the tune of and then the gay kids, they were very happy to see this very beautiful creature with very shiny body. And then they gave money and more money and all of their money until then it was time for the performer to go out, and the announcer said that it was time. And then they couldn't get rid of that creature. So they asked if they could go to the back gate and they would ask for his autograph. And so and then with their friends he went, this looks awkward. Excuse me, Mr. Labama Karama, can we ask for your autograph like here? And then Labama Karama signed, oh sure. He signed everybody. And then Ron scrutinized this beautiful creature. And then he suddenly felt something strange. And then
he was staring at the man, only wearing tight clothes with Spider-Man. He observed him, and then suddenly he realized a strange feeling. Hey, I just met you. But this is crazy. He has this strange feeling, and then he said, Daddy! And then the guy said, what? And then his friend said, really? And then he was so shocked, he doesn't know what to do. And then he was shaking even noticed his family. He went immediately to his bedroom, and then he was shaking, and then he found the rope. He grabbed the rope, he was holding onto it, and then he watched the clock at his wrist. And then he was 11:46, and then he stared at the photo album after things, and then there's only one thing.
And then he watched his watch.
It's 10 minutes advanced. It is actually 11:36. So that's why he felt so sad. He was alone in his room. He doesn't know what to do. He was by his side and he cried and cried because he don't know what he is going to do. He has a lot of problems. Despite of that, he's an achiever. He's an athlete. He is handsome, but he has a lot of problems. His father is not with him. So he cried in the corner. Why is this thing happening to me? And then suddenly he watched the wall. It was a photo of her mother. It was with her. And he's her mother. And then he cried. But he doesn't want to be humiliated. He doesn't want to find this disgrace in their family. So he grabbed the rope. And then he was about, one thing is for sure, one thing is on his mind. He was about to end his life. But as he was about to put the rope on the ceiling, and watch, it's 11:36. His sister and his father opened the door. Stop! What are you doing? He was mesmerized. He was shocked. He is speechless. And then his father said, I am doing everything for you. I know that I know I have lied. I not really lied. I did everything. I know this is a disgrace. This is the humiliation. But one thing, I love both of you from then on. From before, I love you and I know that you are gay. But I'm so afraid you will feel awkward. And then his father, with all the emotions rushing over him, explained to him everything. Son, I did this for you and your sister. With your mother gone, with your mother incapable of keeping this family alive, I have lied to you. I told you and this family that I have gone abroad to work, but not as a matcha dancer because I have no face to ever tell you that I am a matcha dancer. So Roy, with all the honesty that he has heard from his dad, just sobbed and sobbed femininely. With that moment, his father and his sister hugged Roy with all their hearts. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a true depiction of a family who loves one another despite the reality that they have revealed and unveiled. We must always remember that we may be sent to this prestigious school with all the allowance, with all the grace from our parents, but we never know what they have sacrificed for us. We may have discovered problems inside us. We may have judged others because of what they are and because of what they look like. But we must always remember that you may know their name, but not their story. You may never should judge a person just because of what he looks like and what he has. Because people, we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. We must always accept a person because we never know that what he is going through. Always remember that everything happens for a reason, and that reason may be heavy that one can never be able to carry it on his shoulders alone.